I reposted and shared after everybody was, Joe Biden hasn't done anything for black people, which Dr. Umar, when he was here, that kind of sparked the conversation again. And he said some real live stuff. Like he was on point in a lot of ways. And a lot of folks were like, oh, that's right. Biden hasn't done this or that. Well, I would challenge that there has been some things done.
Say, did y'all hear that? Apparently, she brought up Dr. Umar's name. She said that Dr. Umar said about how Joe Biden wasn't doing anything. You all know we, the black media, have taught you that from the jump. That's all we do on the Vicki show. Talk about Talk Black to Me and other shows, black shows. Duh. Everybody in black society knows that to be true. We're not stupid. We're politically and educated. And we're growing in our intelligence. Somebody talk black to me. But in case, I'm going to let this play. But listen. Just in case I may have misunderstood what she said.
Joe Biden hasn't done anything for black people, which Dr. Umar, when he was here, that kind of sparked the conversation again. And he said,
everybody knows he hasn't done anything for black society. That's the reason why folks was agreeing with Dr. Umar on that part. Duh, we all know that.
Is that $5 billion is now being allotted for violence. And at the center of the conversation is black folks, because they had Erica Ford and others at the White House sitting in the rows.
What $5 billion is she talking about, family? I saw one of our beautiful moderators, a brother Jackson. I believe he asked a question early when he saw the title of our show. He said, how many of y'all received y'all's 40 acres and a mule? How many of y'all got y'all reparations checks, family? But she's the one that brought up $5 billion. I'm asking you guys right now, what $5 billion is she talking about for violence? Keep listening. Wait a minute. You started this by saying you're going to challenge the fact that Joe Biden, the idea that Joe Biden hadn't done nothing for us, and how everybody, when Dr. Umar said that, we was all saying, yeah, that's right, he ain't done nothing for us, and you said you're going to challenge that. Okay, Tamika, this is the reason why you be getting criticized, sis, because people don't know what kind of world you living in. And then people want to play victim.
Stuff like he was on point in a lot of ways. And a lot of folks were like, oh, that's right. Biden hasn't done this or that. Well, I would challenge that there has been.
Who black is out here saying Joe Biden has done anything for us? What black person is going on the record saying that today? But the bootlegs.
Things done. Okay, so that's first of all. And one of them is that $5 billion is now being allotted for violence.
Who's out here caping for Zaddy Joe Biden? Who is defending this fool? I don't understand, Tamika, why are you out here doing this? This is the reason why people be saying it's a scam and y'all Democrats first, you ain't B1 first. This don't make sense. What is you talking about? Not what are you? What is you talking about?
And at the center of the conversation is black folks, because they had Erica Ford and others at the White House sitting in the Rose Garden, and they have opened up several city agencies.
Because Joe Biden didn't invite black people to the White House, you want us to construe that as something substantive for black people? Your mentor, the Reverend Al Sharpton, who needs to go eat, has been having access to the White House for a long time. We've got nothing done, Tamika. What are you talking about? Kamala is alleged to be black, even though she go back and forth with whether she's all the way Asian or black. She's the vice president. Black folk they hadn't received the level up. We had a whole black president for almost a decade. For 8 years, nothing got done. What are you talking about? Having some black person go to the White House does not give Joe Biden any credit.
city agencies, and I think that's like another $10 billion that people can access in, mental health, like in healthcare.
Now, what did she start off saying? She started off saying, Joe, she said that we was, Umar Johnson, Dr. Umar was out there saying Joe Biden didn't do nothing for us. And of course, that's duh. We're a black society. We say that all the time. That's the reason why we were saying, yeah, he hadn't done nothing. Wasn't because Dr. Umar said anything groundbreaking. We talk about that daily. He was right. So Tamika's talking about that. I'm finna play this part again, and then I want you to listen to what she gonna say in a few seconds after that. Thumbs up, share, 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 family. On the count of 3, hit that thumbs up button, would you? 1, 2, 3, thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Share, share, share. I'm finna let you listen to something else she finna say. See, we're not living in the same worlds. This is why people are confused. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Now listen.
Biden hasn't done this or that. Well, I would challenge that there has been some things done. Mm-hmm. Okay, so that's first of all. And one of them is that $5 billion is now being allotted for violence. And at the center of the conversation is black folks, because they had Erica Ford and others at the White House sitting in the Rose Garden. And they have opened up several city agencies. And I think that's like another $10 billion that people can access in.
What is she talking about? What is she talking about? Y'all listen. She talking about $5 billion. Then she talking about another $10 billion. Watch what she finna say right after that.
Mental health, like in healthcare and other areas. And so we as black people have to know how to access that. And there are a number of folks that are working on grants and other things so that we can help organizations get that money.
Watch this. What do you mean black folks got to learn how to access that money? Watch this.
I do understand that they're like, well, it's not just for black people. So I get it. I get the.
What are you talking about then, girl? I'm really not trying to make this personal. I thought the conversation was about you disagreeing with Dr. Umar that Joe Biden hadn't done nothing for black people. You said you challenged that and you talked about 5 billion, 10 billion, and then you said, I get it that it ain't all for black. Did y'all hear that?
Some things that have absolutely happened. Now, when I lost my train of thought.
Backlash from the Grammy performance.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot, I still don't know what I was listening.
Is that what she's talking about? Is she talking about this part where it says during the campaign, Biden called to allocate $10 billion from the new Small Business Opportunity Fund to state and local venture capital programs based on past government investments? He believes that can spur $50 billion in new equity investment for small business. Is that what she's talking about, the 5 and the 10 billion? Nothing has happened with that yet. And besides, you said the money she talking about, she said she gets that it's not for just black people. And this is what's wrong with those people that's sitting out there saying that they speaking for us. That's what's wrong, sis. You all aren't talking about things for just black people. Substantive. That's the problem. And that's what separates me from some of the rest of y'all.